Hello and welcome back to another episode of C++ Programming. I'm your host, Riley, and today we'll be going over 1.1.10 problem set. So, again, we're back in CodeHS. This is the platform of my choosing, but there are others that you can use. So, our assignment today is to do a problem set. So, if we took the assignment tab, here is our assignment. Don't pay any attention to this. Our assignment is to write a program that calculates and displays the average class size of a programming course if the classes have 14, 16, 13, and 19 students. Note, in order to display a result that contains decimals, it is necessary to use at least one decimal in the calculation to contain decimals. Thus, you might divide by 4.0 rather than 4. So, we're going to go back to the output. As usual, using namespace std is declared, so std is not needed in front of every single line of code because it just says, oh, we're using a namespace std, and then it applies to every single line. Easy way to keep your programs a lot neater. Of course, we're only using the int name function right now because that is all the function that we've learned thus far. So what we're trying to do is, do a problem set. We want to calculate and display if we are given numbers. So, of course, we're still going to start off with a name. So if I click the run button, it's going to see out, welcome to the calculation room. What is your name? And then it's going to end line to give you right here. End line, end line. So my name is Riley Guy. And if I click, now right here, it's taking in the string name. And it's a get line because we want the entire line, not just one word. Welcome, Riley Guy. To calculate the average class size of a programming course, please enter your 4 class sizes. Please enter one number at a time, then hit enter to input another number. So that's right here. It says this, end line, and then if I scroll over, it just says it entered another one. So that's what we need to do. Now, note right here, variables are declared. Double number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. These are the variables. So it's taking in number 1 is number 1. So if we enter, if I quickly do 13, that's going to be number 1. It's because see right here, it's cin. Cin means it only takes one word. We are not getting the entire line. Thus, if I add a space, it will not accept. So number 1, enter. It took number 1. Now number 2, 14. Number 3, I'm just going to enter random numbers here, 17 and 12. Now, it took all those 4 numbers, and it's going to now declare a new variable, average. And we're going to say what average equals. Average equals, in parentheses, double parentheses, because we want it to do this first before it does this. Number 1, whatever our number 1 is, number 2, number 3, and number 4. It adds all those up because they're in a double parentheses. Then, in the other parentheses, divides by 4, because that's how you find the average. Because we only want to do 4 numbers right now, so that's why it's going to be divided by 4. If I click enter, then if you see, it's going to take these numbers and do this. And then it's going to see out 2 end lines to make it look neater, and then it's going to say, your average programming class size is average. And whatever this is equal to right here, it will display that. So enter, your average programming class size is 14. Because all that added up, divided by 4, gives you 14. So just to make sure that this isn't just these specific numbers, we're going to run it one more time. So what is your name? I am Riley Guy. Let's enter some more numbers. Let's do big numbers. 89, 45, N, and let's do 56. Same thing. It'll give us that. Now, note how it doesn't give any decimals, because these numbers should have had decimals. We don't want decimals right now, because your average programming class size is blank. So, obviously, you can't have half of a student. That would just be weird and wrong. So, we've declared it so that it uses, when it calculates these numbers, these are decimals, yes. It uses the decimals, but when we output it, it only outputs this, only without a decimal, so that you can't have half of the student, because that'd just be weird. And as usual, return 0 to indicate the compiling of the program is finished running. So then again, that was 1.1.10 problem set.